Hi all, thought I'd do a hopefully fairly quick tour of the Norwegian Joy. Starting here on the 6th floor at Q Texas Steakhouse. Ate there a few days ago, pretty good if you like barbecue and all the trimmings, so it was good. One and done. So I just worked my way forward through. This is kind of like the almost midship where they have all the guest services, and there's a area right here for they play games and have different videos and things of that nature. You got again guest services, short excursions, just guest services there, and then pan around here, and then looks like the water's really rushing by. There's Cruise Next, where you can buy credits for your next cruise, which I still have a couple left from 2019, so I don't need any today. Starbucks, of course, and I apologize if there's any background noise. I'm sitting here on deck 16 having a cup of coffee. So I keep working my way forward through some artwork. Not my thing, but it's nice, pretty. I have some showings too to try to sell you some of the art. Work my way to, I guess you call it atrium. Pretty steps right there, and then you got that beautiful, what do you want to call it, lighted tower upward. And just keep working forward. And coming up on here, there's bars everywhere. There's Savor, which is complimentary meals, dinners, and then Taste, which is pretty much a carbon copy of the others, again complimentary. Sorry for my finger in there once in a while. I keep switching hands. I was wondering how shaky this was going to be. Getting toward the forward elevators, and up to floor 7 now, and we'll start walking the other way now again. Have not been on this floor, and if you want to separate yourself from some money, I guess you come up here to the casino hall thing, machines and all that. Pretty, but not my thing. So we'll just kind of walk on by here. up here midship again, which I'm calling the atrium. It's the local, which is I believe it's 24/7. Kind of a bar, cafe thing, and looking down below. And just keep smile. You're on YouTube. Hi there. Now getting to the elevators again. We'll big ship. Forward and aft elevators. Lots of stairs too. I tend to take them sometimes not. Now we're on deck 8. Primarily, lots of restaurants here. That's Food Republic, kind of a Asian tapa type of flair. Ate there a couple nights ago as well. One of the specialty dining restaurants. So it was okay. Again, kind of one and done. I had 4 specialty dining. A package of 4, so I figured I'd take advantage of them. Heading on midship again. Sorry for the finger again. More obviously lots of restaurants and bars everywhere. Beautiful ship. La Cachina, another one. Ocean blue seafood, obviously. A little bit higher dress code in there, so I wasn't dressing up much, so I bypassed that one. To pretty much the center of the ship again. Into kind of the trade winds, the shopping area for anything and everything of all prices, shapes, and sizes. Lots of, again, sorry for the finger. It's closed right now, it's early. So, and you have, what's it called, a cavern. It's that Beatlemania, and again, I have not really. I got to be honest. In 3 cruises, I've not done any of the shows. Probably should. I would enjoy it most likely if I was to get into one of them, but just never had that inertia to do that. So again, did it by myself. I don't know if it'd be that much fun. Probably good to socialize, but I am known not to socialize as much as I should. Sorry for the finger. Working on way here's all the watches and everything you can think of. Didn't even stop to look at the prices. I can only imagine. I don't know why you'd want to come on a ship and buy a watch, pay that kind of money, but different strokes for different folks, I suppose. So, working on way through here as quick as possible, actually. Something like the Tradeway, some of these places are, you can get whatever you might have forgotten to get, whether it's everything from any kind of meds or toiletries, things of that nature, as well as Dramamine, if you need that, which I saw a lot of people with patches on and taking it. It's definitely rocking and rolling today. We're in open sea, so it's pretty rough throughout the whole night. A lot of shaking. So all good, all part of the experience as far as I'm concerned. So, another bar. Stay away from them too. Cagney's as well. I think Le Bistro as well. Forget the cuisines. One's French, one's Italian. Way to the next. This I tried to get to the waterfront, but they had it blocked off because of the rocking and rolling and the wind and all that. It's not that bad, so I had to forego that. And at waterfront is primarily where you can walk around, and they have restaurant seating outside. You can walk away around about 2/3 of the ship, all the way around to the stern, and which is very cool. I was there a few days ago. Between 8 and 15 were primarily staterooms and where people stay. So I went past them. There's the fish. I'm heading forward. The fish swim forward, so at least it tells you when you're in the hallway or the staterooms, you know which way you're going. And so I'm up on 15 now, headed toward the observation deck. And it's a little ways. Start over here muted for a minute. This is getting up toward the observation deck. A lot of people hang out here. There's the forward elevators, and gonna go this way, hang a left, and then it'll open up here shortly to the observation area. And didn't spend much time here. So of course, it's pretty calm right now, but it gets a little bit busier in the day. It was only like 6:30 when I did the walkthrough. So this opens up, and there's a lot of seating and a lot of viewing there, just socializing. There's little coffee and drink area here. some snacks. None of they're really healthy. I always have the meat and cheeses, and oh my, I was a good boy, but cinnamon rolls. There's a fruit. Anyway, kept on walking forward. A few people out. A lot of people on different time zones. It's currently right now, we had a time change last night, so lost one of my hours we gained a few days ago heading north. So now I'm just pretty much back on West Coast time, 2 hours ahead, or behind rather, for Central, for Arkansas. So adapting. The further north you go too, you have a whole lot more daylight, less dark. It was getting daylight around 3 a.m. when it was a little bit further north, and it wasn't good. But and of course, if it's 3 a.m., it was at that time it was 6 a.m. where I'm from, so I should have already been up an hour. So I would have been getting up at 2 a.m. Ugh. So messes with your mind, your circadian rhythm, all of the above. But again, you adapt, and it's all good. So here's another bar up at the front, and this is a little area of the crowd pleaser for the lots of windows, a lot of viewing. It's a beautiful place. It's just good luck finding a seat, and for myself, if people are by themselves, you leave your seat, it's gone. And so I never did want to park anywhere that long. There's already places to sit. Like right now, I'm sitting kind of in the center of the ship here with the pools and promenade, maybe? I'm not sure what it's called. It's kind of opened up here, but anyway, this is more of the observation deck all the way. It sweeps around the whole front of the ship. Up above, and where's the terrace? That's the garden buffet, and so we already did a tour of that, so we'll bypass that. Plus, it's not open yet. View of the sun. It kind of just wraps around here a little bit, and we head back. There's a Starbucks. What a surprise. Anything you buy, anything you do here is just show them your key card, and it'll charge you to your room. And they'll get you when you leave. I haven't done any Starbucks. There's plenty of coffee and other fixings here that are complimentary, so no sense paying for it. We'll work our own way back here, and we'll head to deck 16. Here we are. I hung out mostly on, I guess, deck 16 and 17, as far as getting outside as much as I could. Other than getting down on deck 6 or 8 for a couple meals, I pretty much would do breakfast or occasionally lunch or sometimes dinner at the garden buffet. So it was good. Anything you can think of it's there. So way too much food. More stairs. This is the garden buffet. Just like I said, done that the other day with breakfast tour, I think. So I said you go from either side of the ship, and then it goes way in there. So anyway, we'll go outside here, walk around a bit. Heading out here on deck 16. Going to be heading toward the back stern. Another bar right there to the left. This is where I'd hang out quite a bit. There's coffee real close by. So I'll walk here, and then here's where the pool deck and all the outdoor activities tend to go. And so it's again pretty calm right now. Very few people are up yet. There's little black things up there, heaters. Come in handy. Put out some pretty good heat. So depending on what time of day it is. But typically the temps have been anywhere hanging around the 40s to high maybe 50 wherever we went. As well as it's been wet except for 2 or 3 days. Raining. So and there's always water on this deck, even if it's not raining. It's just sea spray and. So the deck people and the crew it's amazing how efficient they are. I'm impressed with everything about this ship and how they operate it. Norwegian is top line. And I've been happy when this is my third cruise. And they're not disappointed. And they'll take care of you. Any way, shape, or form. A lot of guys here in the mornings are hit with the little squeegees, squeezing the floors. Takes a while for it to kind of dry out, and if it's raining, then good luck. But anyway, working around here, I guess aft, I get switched around here pretty easy, and. Most everything, there's a little bit you can go upstairs, not a whole lot to see there. And no further up I'm surprised they had the deck 17 open. Usually when it gets rough seas, they shut it down. But they didn't today, so we'll head up there shortly. There's a guy right there just passed. He was doing the same thing I was doing from deck 6 up. So we'll work our way. There's elevators are back that way, and pretty much just wraps around in a carbon copy of going on the other side. And I believe again switched around. I believe I'm heading forward again to the other side of the ship. The starboard side. Notice the what do they call them? The funnels and slides, water slides. Nobody's doing that right now for some reason. It's not the cruise for that. I've seen a few brave people into a swimming pool. I think they're heated, so I would hope so. Yeah, kind of a carbon copy here. The other side, and the deckhands and the crew, they every morning they put out all the seats and benches and loungers, and they take them up every night, and they stay busy. Again, very well run machine they have here. Pool, it's a rocking and rolling. Always have some pretty videos here, pictures on the screen. Look over here to the stairs and go to deck 17. Hopefully I'll make it up the steps. And the beautiful sunrise. Open waters. This is the walking path, walking track. It's I think it takes eight trips around to make 1 mile. So you get a nice view. so that's cool. I believe I'm heading aft. Well, I am, because there's the stacks there to my left. So I walked a few miles on this thing. Up there, I believe it's golf. Oh, there's a golf actually. A little putting green up here somewhere. The speedway, go-kart jobbers. Walk around here, underneath. Hope I'm not getting too much background noise. I didn't really feel like going to the room and being secluded in there. And, I'm not claustrophobic, but I don't like being there if I can be out. And it's nice to have a balcony too. There's an American Diner, very cool place. I'm gonna head back here to bar H2O something or other. I never did. There's my hand again. Sheesh. So elevators, maybe aft elevators. So can't hardly read that. It is deck 17. Gives you an idea of where everything's at on this floor. So head on back here to this hangout. First time I've been walked in there. There's nobody really in there. A couple crew working, but Spice H2O. I knew it was something like that. So neat place. A lot of people hang out. I think there's a smoking section, which stay away from that. So have a couple hot tubs here too. So we'll do a quick loop-de-loop through here. And the hot tubs are rocking and rolling. Walk up to the back of the ship, see those big props pushing. Quite sorry for the fingers. Okay. Trying to do this with my cell phone. About as high tech as I'm probably going to get. But, anyway, neat to always watch from the, call it the tail. Water prop wash, whatever you call it. And I'm gonna head back out here. here's the I spoke here. Here's the Pulse Fitness Center. Spent quite a bit of time in here, and some strength training, a lot of elliptical and recumbent bicycle. And so it's a quite a setup. Anything you need, you can. There's not much going on right now, but as the day goes along, it's hopping pretty good because the people are trying to burn off the calories. I get that. I always say you can't work out what goes in your mouth, but you got to give it a shot. Give it a good college try. But everything you can think of, free weights, machines, and again, lots of treadmills, quite a view. I got this in my, all the TVs in the room have this too. You can go to the navigation channel, it'll show you where your ship's at and where it's heading, and gives you some information as far as exactly where we're at. You can see we're kind of open sea right now, skirting along there, but it's, by now as I'm speaking here, I think it's calm, the sea's calmed down just a little bit, but there we go. Treadmills, and row machines, and anything, whatever you need, you can get her done. I didn't count it, but there's a lot of treadmills. I do enough walking as is, so I find treadmills tedious and boring, so unless I have any choice, I typically don't get on one. Some towels and even hot towels, and back across here. Elevators. Well, I'm still on the aft. This is a cool diner, American Diner. I haven't eaten there. It's complimentary. You used to have to pay, but now it's complimentary, and it's just old, kind of reminds you of American Graffiti, or again, got the old tables and all that. Got license plates as tabletops, and an old gas pump, and we got the old Mustang there. There's a pump, very cool. Walk around in a little bit, but here's good food. It's only open from 2 to 5, something like it. So it's not open for a long time. Some sort of Pontiac. I thought at first it was a Firebird I had at one time, but a 68 Firebird, but it's not. I don't believe. Have a bit of a, I guess, a buffet of some sort back here. For the car. So, neat place. I haven't been walked by before. It's pretty busy. Or if you hear guys talking in the background, probably not the best place I could be doing this, but here's what it is. Mustang again. Get back on the walking path. Heading forward now on the right starboard side. Climb all the way up there to slide back down the tube. sea. Seas are a little bit rough yet. Getting about the end of this. Appreciate you listening and watching. Pick and choose what you might want to watch, if anything. The Norwegian Joy is it's a great ship. I've been on the Bliss in 19, and then the Encore in 22, and now here today, Joy. Nice sunrise yet. So they're pretty much all sister ships. They're called the breakaway class. They're large ships. Typically hold up to 4,000 plus guests, and then I think, gosh, a cruise up to 1,500. Again, it's a crew. I mean, the whole ship is a well-oiled machine. So very impressed with all of it, and I would suppose if I have the time and abilities, maybe do another one at some point. Of course, there's so many places to see, so little time. So we'll see what the future holds. And this is just more of the track. It hangs left. I'm going to go straight and wrap it up. So thanks, and my